Public Safety Minister. He is here. I did not actually expect, but thank you so much. Gary Anand Sandri, if you can please come to the stage, it would be honored for us. Thank you. So, in my, like you know that this election campaign is almost going to the end. Advance poll have already started since yesterday, and until Monday it will go through. We thought, some of us under this community, Bangladeshi community of Scarborough, this is not very old organization. We registered a couple of years. We had one big program 2 years ago. So we thought that why not we should organize something that so that it shows support to Doly Begum, that there's a different way that we most, like all types of people of our community and outside of our community are supporting Doly Begum. So that was the main reason. Another reason is organizing this gathering today, that what can we do differently, because I had some experiences working for, when I worked, 3 times I worked for Maria Minna, and she is here, she will tell you that her experiences, that how sometimes it seems like easier, but actually you have to work until the last moment very hard. So she will tell you that what are the gaps, if there is any gaps, if anything we can do a little more until the last moment that the poll center are closing. So those are the things we'll be discussing here, and I know there are a lot of experienced people here, community leaders are here, and they know that I'm one of you that I had the experiences from Bangladesh. I participated one election in 1990, that was a long time ago, but I know that how to pull the people, the voters. Sometimes a lot of people think that, oh, she is going to win, so if I don't go to vote, that would be fine. That's one vote. But actually, one vote counts. One vote is very important. So anyway, I don't want to take that much time. So once Doly is here, she will be here. But in the meantime, we can start from our community leaders. One more time, thank you so much for everyone coming here. So I don't know how to approach to you to come to the stage and say a few words, but I'm just going to randomly pick someone. Like if anyone else want to say something, if you have something to say, please raise your hand, or you don't hesitate to come here. Okay, so I'll start with one of our community leaders. First of all, I'll actually ask one of our director of this organization, Yusuf Sheikh. He will say a few words that why we are here, and then we'll go to the rest of us. Thank you. Yusuf Sheikh. And his another identification is he is the owner of Jatra TV. Couple of years he opened it, but he will say a few words for you.
Thank you very much, Salim. First, I want to thank all distinguished guests and our honorable former Minister Maria Minna and present Federal Minister Mr. Gary Anand. We are very glad to see him. And you know that if you look around, you will see all those peoples, like all our community leader here. All are leader here. So we selected those people because it's a small place. This election is already started. So our target is to boost up people mentality, and definitely Doly Begum and those big leaders, liberal leaders will guide us, among us. So what we need to do for the rest of the days when the final election day is 13, but it's going already. So thank you very much again for joining us, and you Halim Bhai already mentioned that he will call or you can come to say something very short, say by 1 minute. Show your face and tell something. That's it. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.
I will start with Nahid Sharif. She has a lot of experiences. She was involved with, still she is there in that office, Bill Blair's office, and she has a lot of experiences about the election, I know. So please say a few words that what else we can do for Doly Begum so that she can go to Ottawa.
Assalamu alaikum. Halim bhai, you put me in a situation. I'm not a front bencher. I'm always back bencher, and I create leader. And Doly is our leader. She definitely will go to the parliament and will be our representative for Scarborough Southwest. Scarborough Southwest, I'm working over 10 years, and I know that, I know Doly's, when she was MPP, how she was dedicated, how she was, sincere about people, about community, about issues. So I'm 100% sure she will take these issues from our community to the Parliament Hill and make significant change in our SSW. It will be red again. Doly will go, okay? Thank you.
Now I want to invite Alom Moral. Alom Moral bhai, he is the community leader for a long time. When I came to Canada in 1997, I saw his advertisement in the newspaper. That time he was one of a few that he was running that real estate business. So please welcome Alom Moral.
Thank you very much. It has become like a little bit emotional things. Last 20 years, 25 years, we were dreaming that somebody should go from our community to the Ottawa. And I know personally very much Mr. Gary. I was working for him when he was the first time came in an election. I was doing some job, and personally I know him very well. And now we have a great opportunity that somebody is coming from our community to represent us in Ottawa. Mr. Gary is very friendly for us, our community, and I know him for a long time. He will give maximum support for our community, I know, I believe. At the same time, I can tell something about Doly. Doly is the leader which is we are expecting. We are really happy to get her to the parliament. I am just going to mention one little things. That little things is really make big difference. When the Corona time came, and she was the one. Personally, she called a couple of times to me that, Uncle, how are you? How do you feel? So this makes me. That time we were very much helpless, and we are isolated from the community, isolated from everybody. So that time when somebody calls and asking for my help, my situation, it makes me, that time it become like emotional. And still I remember that part of the time. So I believe that we choose the right person, and this time everybody should try. Don't even think that, okay, she will be automatically passed. Everybody has to come front, do our job to finish up our job. Thank you very much for coming in.
I think we can also speak in Bengali if we want, and also we can make it very short because it has to be very short and sweet. So I want to invite Anwar Kamal bhai, if you can come for a second, few words. Okay. Then we have one guest here that he was elected very much few times in Bangladesh. He was the Upazila chairman in Bangladesh, Rezaur Rahman Khan Janu, and he was very much the central political leader as well. So I will invite Janu, please come for a few words. your experience you can share.
Good evening. Thank you everybody. Thanks our dear leaders, MP, ministers. Assalamu alaikum. আমি বাংলাদেশে রাজনীতি করেছি, ইলেক্টেড চেয়ারম্যান ছিলাম লং টাইম, উপজেলা পরিষদ, সাব ডিস্ট্রিক্ট পলিটিক্সের সঙ্গে আমি লং টাইম জড়িত। আমি মনে করি বাঙালি কমিউনিটি আজকে ধীরে ধীরে শক্তিশালী হচ্ছে আন্ডার দি লিডারশিপ অফ ডলি বেগম। আমরা চাই যে আমাদের কমিউনিটি থেকে যেন নেতৃত্ব বেরিয়ে আসে এবং এটা কানাডা এবং টরন্টোর জন্য বাঙালি কমিউনিটির জন্য অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটি বিষয়। সকলকে আমরা মিলে আমরা ডলি বেগমের জন্য কাজ করব এবং উনি যাতে এগিয়ে যান এই আশা রেখে সকলকে ধন্যবাদ জানিয়ে আমার বক্তব্য শেষ করছি।
অনেক ধন্যবাদ জানু ভাই, থ্যাংক ইউ for your short speech. Now I want to invite Dr. Shafi Bhuiya. Dr. Shafi Bhuiya, you know, he is a very renowned person. He is a professor of Toronto University, and he will say a few words. Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm so thrilled that here we have a running cabinet minister is here, Mr. Gary, and our leader of the leader, former Minister Mario, and my good friend Mr. Halim, who organized this on behalf of Scarborough Community Society. Actually, this is also one of the Scarborough Institute where Mr. Halim and I work to serve this community. I just want to start from Mahidapa, what she said. Doly is our leader. We all need to follow her footsteps and support her to make us stronger. And I can see the strong energy in this room. And I would like to ask you honestly, how many of you cast your earliest vote as of today? So now my next step is call to action. So other than who is Doly, how Doly is the leader, all characteristics, all the strengths she has. I know her from 2018 when I was working in the frontier to help my wife for the gardening. Doly was sitting beside me and talking about how I developed a program to helping international trained physician in Ryerson at that time. My boss was Mani Pantijuani. This Minister Mari also know her. So I worked with them and I started the story and she said, wow, we need to help you. And that's what I got to know her. I don't know she was Bangladeshi, I don't know who is from, she is from. She is a good politician from the grassroots to the top level. So call to action is please be united and stay together. We are one unit as a Scarborough Southwest is our pride. Doly is our history maker. Let's we all make history together. 150 years of Canadian history. No, not a single Bangladeshi Canadian was there. It's all proud for us. Even I'm so overwhelmed with this proudness. I want you to join, ask your neighbor, go and vote. If not you vote yet, just vote today. And other day help other people to go there, and that is the only thing. There's no other thing we need to speak here. Everybody knows everybody here, that's why I make it short. So thank you very much for your coming together. I know as a lion, when we come together, something we can do better. Thank you so much. I want to invite now Mustafa Kamal Himubhai for a few words. He is the real estate businessman, and he is a very good friend of community. He actually, I think he can collect a lot of votes. The way he distributes the vegetables, you know, those things for the summertime. It's a wonderful thing. He actually has been doing it for a long time. Himubhai.
Sorry, Gary and Mary. I'm going to deliver my speech in my native language. শুভ দুপুর, ভালো লাগছে। গত কিছুদিন থেকেই তো আমরা এই কাজগুলি করছি, কিন্তু আরেকটু ভালোভাবে আমার মনে হয় অল্প কথায় যেটা বলি, আমি নিজের এক্সপিরিয়েন্স থেকে বলছি। আমাদের 5টা ভোট আমার বাসায়, 3টা ইয়াং, ওদেরকে নেওয়াটাই সমস্যা হয়। তাই না? তো আমরা ভোট দেব, এবং যে কথাটা এখানে বারবার আসছে, আমাদের জন্য কিন্তু সুযোগ, এই সুযোগ আমাদের হাতছাড়া করা যাবে না যে আমাদের কমিউনিটি থেকে একজনকে লিডার হিসাবে আমরা অটোতে পাঠাই। এবং আমরা আসলে সত্যিকারভাবে আমরা পেয়েছি, ডলিকে আমরা পেয়েছি যে সে আমাদের লিডার হিসাবে অটোয় যেতে পারে। আমরা ওপেনিংটা করি, তাই না? ওই ওপেনিংটা করতে হলে আমাদের তো সবার একটু চেষ্টা থাকতে হবে। তা আমি বলবো সব কিছুর বাইরে যার যার বাসায় বাচ্চারা আছে ওদেরকে একটু ওই অ্যাডভান্স ভোটের সময় বলে দেন যে যা ভোটটা দিয়ে। আমি কিন্তু জোর করে করিয়েছি, যাইতে চায় না এগুলা, হ্যাঁ, খুব একটা করে না। আর আশেপাশে যারা আছে, বন্ধু বান্ধব আছে, আমার অন্য এথনিক কমিউনিটির বন্ধু বান্ধব আছে, তাদেরকেও বলেছি। আমি নিজেও অ্যাডভান্স ভোট অনেকগুলো দিয়েছি, প্রায় যাচ্ছি এখন দলের অফিসে, এবং সেখানে ভালো লাগছে, খুব ভালো ফিল করছি। ইনশাল্লাহ হয়ে যাবে, হয়ে যাবে। তারপরে এই হয়ে যাবে কথাটা না, আমরা এই গতিটা ছাড়বো না, দৌড়টাকে বন্ধ করা যাবে না, চেষ্টা চলতে থাক, ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা জয়ী হবো। ধন্যবাদ।
থ্যাংক ইউ। আমরা জাস্ট একটু শর্ট করতে হবে আমাদের কথা বলতে, তো ধন্যবাদ হিমু ভাই। Now I want to invite Khaliquzzaman. He was the director of CIBC Bank. He is one of our proud. Khaliquzzaman bhai, if you can deliver a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Halim bhai. Thank you, and distinguished guest. So I just want to mention two things. One thing is, we as a country is facing huge challenge. It's a very critical moment. It is not only our finance, economic and trade, it's also our sovereignty. And we are so fortunate that we got a leader who can face it, who can stand, and who can say, Canada is not for sale. So if it was not Mr. Carney, Liberal would not be in power or governing the country. So we are so fortunate from that perspective, and we need to make sure that they are majority, not as a minority. And also secondly, we are so fortunate that we got a candidate who has the experience, qualification, and coming from a family like us, from grassroots, who understands what is the day-to-day life of normal, general people. So our job is now to elect her as a spokesperson or as a voice for us, as well as give the liberal majority. And secondly, we need to make sure that we tell from legislative purpose that how she can help us from economic perspective, from Ontario's development, from small business, so that our help we get back from her through influence in government. So I wish her best luck, and we don't accept anything granted. We work up to the last moment, because normally by election the turnout is less compared to general election. So we need to work hard up to the last moment and make sure that we are successful and elect Doly and send her to Ottawa as our voice. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Khaliquzzaman bhai mentioned a very good point that you know that Mark Carney, our Prime Minister, was there other day. Some of us were expecting very high from him for Doly Begum. So if we really want that thing to happen, that we have to work hard and we have to show them that, hey, Doly Begum won with the vast majority of the votes, right? So it has to be like most of the voters has to be presented. So please work hard. We have to work hard. We have to find out the way that how can we ask the people and just take their vote and go to the polling center. So now I want to ask Mr. Naushir Ali, Engineer Naushir Ali, for a few words.
Thank you, Halim bhai. All the guests here, and in a stage, our two ministers, like Gary as well as Maria Minna. Please accept my gratitude. This is my pleasure to speak for short space. Doly Begum started her journey since 2018, and this will be her fourth election. Please, I am hearing, from here and there that Doly is going to win, sure, over sure. Please, yeah, it's true, but we should not be overconfident because there is competition, and please make sure that you vote as well as your family members, your neighbors, your relatives, your well-wishers. Please communicate with them and request them, appeal them, urge them, go, get out and go to the polling station and vote for Doly Begum. Doly Begum will make a history in our community if we can send her to Ottawa. This will be our, main agenda that Doly Begum will represent us, represent Bangladeshi community in Ottawa. So I wish best of luck for her. She will be win. Our community will be win. Thank you everybody. Thank you the organizer Halim Bhai. Thanks.
Thank you, Nasir. Let's hear someone from someone who actually involved in this campaign, and I think he can tell us that is there anything else. I know that whatever we are doing, we have been doing a lot of volunteers. They are working very hard for a long time. But let's hear from someone who is the very much involved with this campaign, Duncan Doly. Duncan is here? He stepped out? Okay, so we'll hear from him for a little bit later. So in the meantime, I want to invite one of our community, very well-known face. He was very well-known in Bangladesh as well, Asma Ahmed. Asma Ahmed, if you can just come for a second and speak, say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Halim. I would like to thank Bangladesh community of Scarborough who has arranged this meet and greet and invited me also to be a part of it. We are all very thrilled. I appreciate the presence of Honorable Minister and our dearest Maria Mina, who is a legend and gigantic politician that I have seen for many years. I would like to thank the big team who is working day and night with Doly to make it success, and our dearest next door girl, Doly Begum, who is going to be in a hot seat in Ottawa, and our love and affection to her because we have seen how she is growing up and she is our leader. So I would request all of you and insist all of your friends nearest to vote for the advance poll, and because it's very important, and this seat is very important as well. So this advance poll will help us, and I think I tried my best to convince many people, and you all will. Cast your vote and insist your friend. In Bangla we said, আপনার ভোট আপনি দেবেন এবং আপনার পাশের জনকে উৎসাহিত করবেন। Thank you.
Now, I know I have seen Hassanul Hafiz. I'd like to invite you to say a few words for us. You know, all of you, I think at least most of us, we know him, that he has been, he will run, trying to get a nomination for Liberal provincial MPP.
Good afternoon, everyone. As he mentioned, my name is Hassanul Hafiz, and I'm also the Vice Chair for Liberal Party of Canada for Ontario Province. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Honorable Minister Gary here, and also former Minister Maria Mina here. And as we know that we are very close to make a history of first Bangladeshi origin Canadian Member of Parliament, and no result is final unless it's published. So we all know that she is going to win, and it's a strong whole Liberal riding. but still we're gonna work hard till the last minute, and we know she's gonna win, but our margin, we wanna make sure it's a huge margin as Bill Blair. The way Bill Blair did it, I think we should even try even for more, more margin, you know what I mean? So that's why, don't take it granted. Please, everybody go out and make sure, bring out all the voters and make sure it's a huge win for us. We have to make sure. And thank you for organizing Halim Bhai and inviting me. And also, we have to make sure the advance poll is going, and 13th, we have to put a lot of time and effort and bring out all the voters. That's it. And we know we're going to win, and we can make the history. Thank you.
Thank you, Asamul Hafiz. He is one of the liberal leader for a long time. We are all proud of you. Now I'd like to invite Aminul Islam. He is the president of Scarborough Southwest Provincial Riding. So a few words from Aminul Islam.
Thank you, Halim Bhai, to initiative a good for our MP Doly Begum campaign. Thank you, our Minister, Mr. Gary, and our Maria Minna, our liberal leader, and thank you everybody, our community leader. If everybody knows now Bangladeshi community and all community, they are thinking no NDP, no conservative, all are now liberal. This is our main goal. You know, before we did some problem, because I am always the liberal. I am two-time liberal president, but it was difficult. Doly Begum was the another party, and I am always the liberal. But now it is a great for me because Doly is our liberal candidate. Yes. This is a great opportunity me and great opportunity to our representative now going to Ottawa. Gary and everybody knows. Now, thank you everybody that Doly came and we will help her to vote, not a margin vote, because everybody told here. Because if we are thinking about that, this is not the normal election. This is by-election. By-election is always minor people will attend the vote. But this election, everybody, we already working this thing. Everybody try to talk to your friend, your family member, your neighbor. Please go and vote for our candidate. Doly is our candidate. Doly is our Bangladeshi candidate. Doly is our Bangladesh. Now Ottawa will represent the Bangladesh. Doly Begum. Thank you, Halim Bhai again. It's such a good initiative for Doly. Thank you to everybody.
Doly is here, so let's give her a big applause. And I really appreciate, because this is the crucial time for her, that she hardly should make time for us this kind of event. But thank you again. We will not take that much time. A lot of people already spoke here. But one last question, Yusuf Talukdar, if you want to say a few words from us. And then we will go from the podium.
Assalamu alaikum, adab. Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished Honorable Minister, Mr. Gary, former Minister, Ms. Maria Minna, we worked with her for a long time, probably since 2004. Thank you, the audience supporters, Scarborough Southwest residents. It is my great pleasure and honor to stand behind you, say few words, a meet and greet session, which is organized by Bangladeshi community of Scarborough. Thank you, Halim Bhai and Yusuf Bhai, to give me the opportunity. First and foremost, I like to convey my heartiest gratitude and thank you to our Honorable Prime Minister, who has selected our our daughter, our sister, Doly Begum, as a candidate of the Scarborough Southwest. His visionary decision, its inclusively impact to our minds what the Scarborough community people wants, he already did that. Thank you again for his visionary, thoughtful decision. At the same time, I like to congratulate and thank you to our daughter, to our sister, Miss Doly Begum, who took this opportunity, who went one step forward. That is, she is our proud, she is the right person. It was our dream to see our Bangladeshi candidate, Bangladeshi MP in Ottawa. So she did the right things at the right moment. So it is not the floor crossing is not the new things. We think in the Bangladeshi community it could be the new things. No, it is happening in the past in Canadian democracy. Bob Ray, John Brendan, so many people that do the things here. So time is very short. I would request everybody, please, this is the advance vote polling. Till Monday we can do that. Come forward, cast our vote, and also 30th, we want to show our resistance, the big boards. And one thing, you remember that the last meeting, Martin said, send her Ottawa, we'll see. He said, despite we need her. And I also told us we want to see her in the cabinet. Thank you very much for your passion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yusuf Bhai. Onek dhonnobad. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that actually, why did we organize this event in between this election time? Because we wanted to see that how can we make differences and what else we can do so that most of the voters can cast their vote. So that is the main goal for organizing this event today, actually. So, Maria Mina, you know, she was our MP for 6th time since 1993 until 2011. She was our Minister for International Cooperation. She visited Bangladesh, I think few times, a couple of times. So once at least. So I worked for her 3 times, I volunteered for her. One day I remember that in the Crescent Town, one of the center, I along with Parvez and Salam Bhai, he actually passed away. So we went to the top floor and until 9 o'clock, the last moment before the poll was closing. So we were requesting the voters, please come and cast your vote. So is there anything from your experience? Please tell us that is there anything we can do for Doly so that she can show that a lot of people voted. We want to make a big differences with the other candidates. That's our goal. So please welcome Maria Mina, our party leaders. Thank you.
Shirananda Sangale, let's pronounce your name right. And of course, Doly Begum, and my friend Halim, and everyone here. I know most of the people in this room, one way or another, over the years. We're all getting old, except for the young ones. At least I speak for myself. Anyway, but I'm going to say a couple of words, first of all, why I think it's great that Doly is the candidate. Because we need in our party, I believe strongly, progressives, right? I'm a progressive lefty liberal, and I think probably Doly will be a progressive lefty liberal, given where she's coming from. The reason for those things are very simple. The Liberal Party of Canada tends to be a big tent. Centrist, some right, some left, but not extreme right, right? Yeah. But it's very important to maintain that balance for me. So when I was elected, one of the things that I did when I was in Ottawa with my colleagues on the progressive side of the party, we fought hard. There were about 6 or 7 MPs. We organized ourselves. We did the research, we developed, and put forward a major proposal for the National Child Benefit, which many families are receiving today. That was established in 1996. Harper froze it. Justin Trudeau reinforced it when he came back. But it was established by a bunch of MPs who worked hard and pushed the Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance. We did the same thing with childcare. Harper canceled it, Trudeau and Christian brought it back, but we had it established in 2005. And a number of other issues that, like parental leave, unemployment insurance, and so on. So I'm just mentioning those things because now we need to go forward. We have some major issues in our country right now with healthcare. It is being privatized in every province, as Doly knows and as all of you know. Our tax money is going to privatization instead of going to the public system, which is where it should go. So these are some of the issues. There's many others, of course. I'm not going to here to talk about what I did, but I wanted to just give you an idea of why I am here and why this is a great way to move forward. Doly is a progressive person, a progressive woman, and I find that encouraging because I know that we're going to be facing some really tough times in this country. Economically because of Trump and because of what's happening in the world, the destabilization and so on. And so we need both strong voices in Ottawa to make sure that as we try to restructure our industrial base and our defense base, we also have to make sure we don't forget the social infrastructure. Because for me, the social infrastructure and the economic aren't one and the same. You know, healthcare is both a social and an economic policy. Education is social and economic policy. Our policies we can't ignore the other. We have to make sure we maintain that balance. So this is why. Now, that's my reason. I know that we all have a lot of similar ideas, but let's get down to brass tacks for today though. Why are we here? Now earlier somebody asked how many of you have voted yet. I don't think there was any hands that went up at all at that point. So this is advanced poll. On election day, we will need every single one of you to help knock on doors to get Doly's vote out. That means up until now, the campaign has been very busy knocking on doors and identifying who is going to vote Liberal. So we now have, I don't know how many, but I'm sure they have thousands of people in the riding that have said they will vote Liberal. Yeah. Problem is election day, some people stay, they're busy, they're home, they come back late from work, you know, they may not go, they say, well, doesn't matter, she'll win anyway, and they don't go. Our job, your job, my job, everybody else's job, is to go and knock on those Liberal doors that we've identified and say, please, you gotta vote today, it's already 5 o'clock, you only have a couple hours left, or 4 o'clock, we will drive you, you need a ride, we will drive you, we will drive you back. Anything. The most important thing is to drag as many of those people, make sure they vote, because every vote counts. And earlier somebody said, because it counts, but let me give you a story. I had a colleague in Ottawa when I was first elected, Ann Golden, not Golden, and why is my mind blanking, but anyway, I'll get it. I'm thinking of someone else, but anyway, Ann won by 1 vote. We used to call her Landslide Annie because she won by 1 vote. It went to court because, of course, it was challenged. She still came out with 1. I think she got 1 more, actually, as a result of the court case. But you see what it means. If somebody had stayed home that day, Anne would have lost. So it makes that big a difference. It's important that everybody in this room vote, but it's important that all of you that can also work that day. Working means getting out. Duncan, where is Duncan? Is he in the room? He's here somewhere. He was a minute ago. Anyway, the manager of Doly's office will give you a list of all the Liberals. You go to those houses or apartments and you knock and you say, please vote. We need your vote today. Get up to vote. Doesn't matter. All that. So this is what matters now. We're at the end of the campaign, and everyone has to. We have an excellent candidate who's going to fight for all of those issues that we care about. And it's important, the only way to get her there, though, is to vote. Do not assume that the election is won. It never is until it is at the end of the day. So that's all I have to say. I know that Doly and the minister will also have lots more to say about this, but I just want to encourage everybody to go vote before, if you can, on election day early and out knocking on doors. Thank you, and let's paint this riding red yet again on election day.
Thank you so much, Maria Minna. So now I'd like to invite our Honorable Minister, Mr. Gary Ananda Sangari. He is the Minister of Public Safety of Canada. Please
Thank you very much. Thank you for putting this together, and thank you to all of you for joining us today. I know it's a long weekend, so you taking out valuable time from being with your family is critically important. Let me also acknowledge my friend of almost 25 years. Thank you, Alam, for being here and your kind words. And thank you to Maria Mina, who has served our country remarkably, both on the international stage, but also locally. She epitomizes what a local politician should be doing and the connection she has to the many communities that she served for 6 terms, and that's pretty hard. You know, getting elected 6 times is not an easy task. Democracy is fascinating, you know, and when we talk about democracy, to me, what it means is representation. It means that everyone in Canada is represented, and the parliament that we have reflects the Canada of today. And when we look at, you know, there's work to do. For example, there's only 1/3 of our elected MPs are women, and we know that we need to get to a point where at least half are women. And I know that community-wise, we need to have representation from people who have now called Canada from all parts of the world. And the Bangladeshi community is one such example, and there is a noticeable absence of that voice in Parliament. But when you get elected as an MP, you're not just a representative of that particular community, you're representing Canada. You're representing Canadians, you're representing everyone that calls Scarborough Southwest their home. And what to me is exciting about Doly is that she brings a perspective of lived experience as a young woman, as someone who has fought for the priorities of the people of Scarborough Southwest, has fought for Ontarians, and now able to represent this voice at the national stage. And that is why I'm so proud to have Doly as our candidate in Scarborough Southwest. And I know that she will make all of us proud. Now, what I don't want to walk away from today is all of you thinking, okay, we came to a meeting and we're done. And to what Maria was saying, none of you guys voted yet. So that's the starting point. We need you to vote. But many of you here I see at the campaign office. And if you're at the campaign office and you haven't voted yet, we have a problem. So today, after this meeting is done, all of you are going to go pick up your family members and go vote. Because that is the starting point. And I've been calling people. I called some people yesterday, and I was door knocking last week, and everybody's like, yeah, I'm with Doly, I'm with Doly, I'm with Doly. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that until election day itself, which means that from now to April the 13th, you need to get the vote out. But it starts with you and your family and your inner circle of people. And if you're not voted yet, you shouldn't be here. You should go and vote first before you come here. But second best thing you can do is now go out and vote. Now, a lot of people, I think, are taking this for granted because I see the enthusiasm. We know we have a strong candidate. We have the strongest candidate in this riding, and someone who I know has the capacity and the ability to win this election. But it's not going to happen on its own. So let's not take that for granted. We lost Turban, or we won Turban by 1 vote. Okay, our incredible candidate there is now running again because we lost at the Supreme Court. We don't want that to happen here. What we want is momentum. We want everyone not to take this for granted. Make sure you go and vote and get your friends to vote. Volunteer. And I know a lot of people are coming out to volunteer, but go and knock on doors when you're at the office. Don't just wait there, because I know there's a lot of friends and family that come there, but we need everyone to just keep going out. Now, Duncan is a great campaign manager, and if you haven't met Duncan yet, you'll see him today. There's a couple of our younger volunteers here who've been working around the clock. talk to them before you go in terms of how you can get involved, okay? Because ultimately, our objective is to make sure that Doly wins and she represents this community in Ottawa, Scarborough Southwest in Ottawa, but more importantly, she has a seat at the table where the highest decisions of this government and this country is made each and every day. So with that, Doly, congratulations, no pressure on you. We're all with you, but we also need everyone to walk the walk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gary. You all know that he is actually for fourth time MP, Member of Parliament, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations and thank you so much again. Just before I give mic to the Doly, just one person, community leader, I got the request. Mahmoud Nasreen, she is running for the, for the Liberal MPP candidate. So I want to invite actually our chief guest actually today, Doly Begum, to say a few words. But the thing is, before I invite her, that's the main thing, that I was the part of one election in Bangladesh long time back, as I said, that I saw that I have the experience that a lot of people think that, okay, for one vote, it does not matter. If I don't go, still she will win. But we have to forget that idea. We have to go, we have to try until the last moment. So, having said that, I want to invite Doly Begum, please come to the mic and say a few words. I know you make us proud in Ottawa.
I did bring a suit and I left it at the campaign office. Then I went to canvass and that suit is in the campaign office. So I apologize for having this jacket on for the last 8 years on every one of my campaigns and everything that I've been doing. So there's a lot of this jacket going around. Assalamu alaikum, adab. Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? Already taken a seat for a shokal and then there yesterday as well. So I know there are quite a few of you who have been working hard in the rain and now snow and yesterday was beautiful. So in the sun and so first let me just say thank you to all of you who have been working so hard. A big round of applause for all of you who have been knocking on doors. A campaign is as strong as every single team members of that campaign, and you all and every single person in our campaign has made it one of the biggest movements that we've created in Scarborough, and I would say in the country right now. So thank you very, very much to every single one of you. Yeah, I'm really honored also to be sitting here. Halim Uncle, thank you so much for organizing this, and to the entire all the organizers who put together this event. Initially, when Halim Uncle reached out, I know I was very touched that the thought even came together to do something like this. And I know it's a very busy time as well, so it was difficult for us. But we also didn't want to say no in terms of coming and showing our appreciation to all of you and to, of course, the organizers for putting this together. And it just really means that we have the Bangladeshi community coming together, Bangladeshi community of Scarborough coming together, and that shows the love, the solidarity, the unity that we have within our community here. So big round of applause to all of you for that, and of course the organizers for putting this together. And I'm also really honored to be sitting next to our former minister and 7 times, I'd say, elected MP, Maria Mina. She's just next door to Scarborough Southwest is the riding, and when I first actually immigrated to Canada, I lived in Beaches East York. I lived on Daz Road, and it's an honor to have someone who really became a part of the Bangladeshi community, and she represented not just the Bangladeshi community, but all of her communities, and of course as minister has been vital to the growth of the country, and I know she visited Bangladesh as well. But I also know somebody else who visited Bangladesh as well, which is somebody else that I'm really honored, hopefully, to work with as a caucus member, Minister Gary Anandasangri, our Minister of Public Safety, who has been an incredible leader in terms of creating that relationship between many countries and Canada, and of course Bangladesh and Canada. and played a vital role in actually securing support for some of the vulnerable communities within Bangladesh and support from within our country here in Canada. So that relationship is really crucial, and I think we have leaders like these ones right here who are so powerful in their voice, in their action, in making sure that we create the right environment for all of us to belong, all of us to to prosper, all of us to grow and be who we are. And I'm really humbled to be able to have the opportunity to be a part of a team like that. I'm also really, really excited to be elected for a community to work under the leadership of Prime Minister Mark Carney. Yeah. And the fact that he just took office last year and he's already visited Scarborough Southwest. How amazing is that? And the fact that he shows that interest, that the fact that that priority is there to understand, to be able to help, to be able to support, and really work towards the needs of the people in communities like Scarborough. Because Scarborough is in the map for him in Canada, and Scarborough is a crucial part of Canada, and the contribution of Scarborough and people of Scarborough is important, and I think him visiting here showed that. And I'm really proud, really inspired to be able to be a part of that. I just want to say, it's been really exciting couple of months, I should say. We've been knocking on door, I think, from February 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And of course, just last year I knocked on doors. So a lot of the doors I went back to, people remembered our conversations from last year. But these next few days are very, very important. And every single one of you who have been working in our campaign, what happens on the 13th? That victory, that's not just me. That's that victory for each and every single one of you. And I know that as a young woman growing up in this community, what it meant to have the love and support of our neighbors, and what I really find really encouraging, really powerful in Scarborough Southwest is we have really good communities, ethnic communities like our Bangladeshi diaspora that is there for one another, that understand that in critical moments like this, we come together. We let go of our differences, and there is so much more that unites us than divides us. And I'm really proud to see all of you come together and support. And I have to say, all these years as an NDP, and many of you are lifelong liberals, you came forward because you saw a vision to have a young woman represent you at the provincial level. And it has been my life's honor to be able to do that at the provincial level and represent this community. And I think we are really proud of the work we've done. We have been able to help so many families, really bring the issues of Scarborough Southwest to Queen's Park, and have some really strong statements on so many issues, especially when it comes to affordability, housing, healthcare. And Maria talked about our healthcare system and privatization and what's happening. Now at the national level, we will have more opportunities to deliver more. And I'm just really excited to be able to join with all of you in this movement to make that difference. Now I just want to take one more moment to say that the next couple of days are very, very important. And what Gary talked about, and I know Dr. Huya, I asked because I actually, when I was coming in, it took me longer because I was saying bye to some of the folks who had to leave. Dr. Huya asked about who voted already. And every single vote matters. Every single one of them. And so today I humbly ask you that make sure that you go out and vote. Make sure you get your family members to go out and vote. And then we will need your support to have everyone else in the community go out and vote. Because there are a lot of people who are already supporters, they're so excited, but sometimes they don't know the exact date, sometimes they don't know how to get there, and sometimes they may just forget. And so we have to go out there and remind those people. And today actually, right just before I got here, I was knocking on a door and someone opened the door, and guess what she said? She said, "Oh, I'm so happy, I'm going to vote for you." And she was actually a Bangladeshi elderly woman. And she's looking forward to voting, and she said, "But I'm thinking going on Monday, maybe on the 13th, if I feel healthy." But she's feeling okay today. She just didn't know that she could go today. Right, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So she's thinking on Monday, on the 13th, if I feel okay on election day, I'm give bhote ashbo shedin. So then I said, why don't you go today? She said, I can go today? I said, yeah. And she said, well, I don't, let me see if I could get somebody from my family members who can drive me. I said, well, we can arrange that. So there was 2 questions that she had. If wasn't there, if one of our volunteers wasn't there, she wouldn't have known. And she would have waited until the 13th, and then maybe she wouldn't have gotten a chance to vote. So then what we did was, we actually arranged for her to get a ride this afternoon. She said, let me clean my house first, because she's just finishing up some cooking and things. And then she's going to be ready. And around 6 o'clock, we're going to get someone to go pick her up. And she can go to West Scarborough Neighborhood Center, and she's going to go vote. That's amazing. And that's how easy that was. But then is a supporter who is so excited. And for her, this is one of her first few votes, because she hasn't been a voter for a very long time. So it's also a very special moment for her. And you will be a part of that. You will be part of making somebody's day, somebody's story, and a big movement that we're able to have here, and the history that we're going to make here in Scarborough Southwest and in Canada. Yes. Thank you so very much. I'm so grateful to all of your support. Inshallah, we're going to celebrate on April 13th, and for that we've got lots of work to do. So let's do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doly Begum. Just one few words that how can we make things better. That number one, even though if we are not part of the Scarborough Southwest, we can still make the phone call, right? We can make the phone call. We have a lot of relatives, a lot of friends are living there. Number two, we can direct them. Like I myself, I directed few people today. There is a center right just beside this community center. So I directed some of them that go and vote. So also, if anyone need riding, you can call me, or you can help by providing your card. So that's a lot of different way we can help until the voting date. So please keep it in your mind. And last thing, not the least, that Duncan Doly is the campaign manager. Do you have anything from your experience? If you have something, please, because we are all family, right? So we need to do something more and more. So please tell us, guide us.
Thanks so much, everyone. Sorry I overdressed today for the event. Thanks so much for having me. It's so great to see all of you. I'll just quickly say, I've known Doly since 2019. When I was with Bill, and she was always the most fantastic community representative, and all of you who live here, you know that. And so when she took this decision, it was just incredible. So we're so lucky to have Doly as part of this community and this team, and she's like a sister to me. I know she's a sister to all of you as well, and it's been so great spending so much time with her. So Doly, it's just phenomenal to be working with you. As everyone here said, the most important thing you can all do is vote. There's so many amazing people in this room. It's such a great community here in Scarborough Southwest. So go out today and vote if you haven't, and get your family, your friends to vote. Come help us at the office. I know so many of you have already been there, knocking on doors, connecting with people, getting the message out there, the amazing message that Doly has. And she's going to be that next amazing voice in Scarborough Southwest. We have to get her there. So thank you all so much. Thank you for having me speak, and let's go, Doly.
One request is one of our director of this Bangladeshi community of Scarborough, Ashraful Huda. He is actually Doly's brother's friend's father. He is sick. He got the surgery. So please pray for him. He was not able to come here, but Bhabi is here. Shana Zuda is here, and she is actually providing the pizzas here. Thank you so much. And so this is it. And let's go on and vote. Thank you.